Welcome to the armpit of Bryanston, where today I find myself sandwiched between a fruit and veg shop owned by a bunch of porras and a corner cafe sold to the Indians by the Greeks. Pure, unadulterated Joburg chaos. But nestled in the middle of all of this is Filotimo, a Greek restaurant that's been open for about 2 years. Everybody and their dog has been squeezing my breast to come and eat here. I did a little bit of research and it turns out they've got a 4.9 rating on Google with over 1,000 reviews. In the wonderful city of Johannesburg, that either means a whole bunch of people are getting paid off or their food is more beloved than a bunch of free tequila. Luckily, I am hungry and I am shamelessly going to tell you if this place lives up to the hype or is it a complete shambles. I've done a little pre-walk around the restaurant and I have to say, as you walk through the doors, the chaos kind of vanishes and you're in the mid via the border of Randburg, but you've got cute little sayings on the wall that make you feel warm and fuzzy. I feel a little LRA, I feel a little Athensy, but really the absolute heart of this restaurant has to be this beautiful courtyard. If the weather's good, there's nowhere else to be. The little touches, something I love. Look at this old relic of a I mean, face my order there. How this works is, if something is mid, it's average, we give it a 5. 10s do not exist on this show. If something is a 9, you pick up that old phone and you call everybody you know to tell them. It's like a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. But I must say, it is a bit of a geriatric jaw. Like I'm 41 years old and I think I just half the life expectancy by walking through the doors. Maybe the reason they have the 4.9 rating is because the food keeps the dentures safe. But I digress. As we arrive at Filotimo, they come out with welcome drinks, old brown sherry. I haven't had a shot of this since I was a little girl, and I haven't eaten a stitch of food today. So, on an empty tummy, if this is how the Greeks get each other to be randy, I'm all for it.
Yo, threw that back like a sailor.
Made with the tears of 3 baby angels. Ooh. Okay, Mr. Reason, I've had a look through your reviews and I've made the call to go the starter Meze dip platter, please. Tzatziki, hummus, and the toro kafteri. The meat platter for 2 and the seafood platter for 1. We're gonna roll out of here, brother. Okay, what do we have here? Since I'm Lebanese, the first thing that I'm going to taste here is the hummus. Or as my dollies in Santa, the hummus. Oh, they've got such wonderful hummus. Okay, cheers to you bitches. It's not often that the continentals can agree on much, you know? I'm a half Leb from the south. Here we are with the Greeks in Bryanston. But I tell you, we both love a good hummus. So what we're dealing with here, fried pita bread with the feta cheese and chili. Oh boy, doesn't overwhelm you to death. You can definitely taste the feta, which I must say, well done to you Greeks. We have to do a little tzatziki with the garlic. You know the best compliment I can give this tzatziki? I don't need to add salt, well seasoned. As far as starter Meze dip platters go, this is up there with the best. I think it cost us 175 bucks for these 3 dips, the 2 pizzas. I think as far as scoring goes, 7 flat, super respectable. But I want to give just a mega shout out to this hummus. My Lord, if we were just comparing hummus side by side, that hummus gets an 8. It is world class. Wow. Thank you.
It's a fully loaded box meal, isn't it?
More garlic gumdrops. What do we have here? This is like a vegan vegetarian nightmare. There's about 17 women in Parkhurst who have just woken up from a horrible dream and it started like this. What do we have here, Jeandre? Some chips, skinny lamb chops, some beef skewers, biftekis, and chicken. Don't mind if I do, I need to get some pictures. 1, 2, there we go. It's like a little lamb chop that went on a Zempic. Look, I'm a sucker for lamb, and especially crispy fat. Oh my Lord. Okay, even though this is a little skinny malink, still tender and juicy inside. Clearly got that smoky char from the grill. Oh, the little pinch of lemon juice on it. This is why the Greeks have always been winning with their food. Let's talk about our befteki.
For us uneducated McDonald's people, what is that?
Think of it like a meatball, a Greek meatball, super well seasoned, tender inside. You put that thing in a blanket and go to bed with it. You put your arm around it, kiss it goodnight, and call it your wife. This is Okay, Jeandre, I'm going to give you the highlights package. I mean, look, clearly something you have to get out while it's hot. Again, super tender. Cooked to perfection. Chicken, I think, is a real test for what's happening in the kitchen, because this is probably the easiest thing to dry out. So let's have a look. Oh my Lord, absolutely nailed. You cannot complain about anything on this board. I mean, reminds me of being 10 years old and ordering a dagwooded chips at my corner cafe called Garlo's. This is 610 Rand, so it is not a cheap outing. But if you are into quality and someone going, if you're into quality and little flies rolling around them, no. This meat platter for two, 8-1. I want to tell you why. As far as the actual quality of the food goes, it's hard to beat. And they are super generous with their portions. It is for two people. I would argue for two, kind of three, but it's not something you're going to do every day. Remember, 8-1 is a magnificent score. This, as far as Greek, I don't know that this can be beat, but we still got a seafood platter coming and things may change. Whew. Okay, boy, what do you think? Change your plan. Don't know if you can hear or not, but it's busy raining. This is a seafood platter for one. It is a lot of food, but proof is in the calamari. Oh my Lord. That is everything that good calamari should be. You know how sometimes you go to a restaurant and it feels like you're eating a condom. It's so rubbery. And I can tell you as a professional condom eater that this is not that. This is soft. The only mistake I think they made is it should have been rice. I wanted the rice and they didn't give me the rice.
Oh, naughty.
What more do you say on food review channels than soft, nice, juicy? But truthfully, it's just every component nailed. Grand finale. Yeah? They clearly got their prawns from the big boy section. Filotimo, if I'd had that rice, I would have gone to a special place at one of those Diddy parties where there's lots of baby oil in, oh, heaven. But it has been stolen from me. Now, my overall score, are you ready?
Overall score?
8-3.
Wow.
8-3. Everything on this plate is just magnificent. It is 365 bucks. So, clearly you just can't come and do it every single day unless you're someone who makes money from tenders. Everybody else will have to settle for this being more of a treat. But my Lord. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have got the full Athens experience. Look at this, full tilt, raining cats and dogs. But I have to tell you, Filotimo has not disappointed. And unlike our previous Hungry and Shameless videos, I'm going to give the restaurant a rating and a whole. And it is 8.5. Let me tell you why. First of all, the service, the staff are friendly, they're enthusiastic, they're knowledgeable, they want to be here. The decor, the wooden frames, the pictures, our little plate cemetery over here, you know what I mean? It's just one of one, family owned, quirky, no under 13s, no half portions, no Wi-Fi, and no rearranging the menu. Come on. This is what I'm talking about, guys. It is worth it. It's expensive, it's a treat, but it is well worth the money. Filotimo, you guys fucking nailed this.